kick the can down the road or to do something fundamental that will reposition this economy. And I think it chose to do the latter. Because, again, people talk about, macroeconomics is good, but what about the micro? The truth is that the microeconomy, the superstructure for the microeconomy is the macroeconomy. I mean, okay, so if we look at the macro now, we're saying, the reserves are at a certain level, meaning that the Naira is stable at where it is. In fact, the Naira can gain, okay? It's just that the central bank is not intervening so actively in that market, allowing the market forces to determine. But the Naira is looking like it will gain into the future. So if that happens, it's good for Nigerians as well. However, what we have seen in the interim so far is that imports have reduced by 30%, export has increased by 30%. It's Nigerians that are exporting those, whether you're talking about even manufacturers. In the year 2024, manufacturing export went up 67%. It's very similar also in 2025. It's Nigerians that are making this money. Corporate profits that were in the negative in 2022, 23, 21 even, reversed. You see all the MTNs posting so many trillions, the banks as well, the manufacturing sector as well. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, we should ask ourselves, even the Bible says, should we continue in sin and expect the glory to abound? He said, God forbid, even in the Bible. So that's what we decided to do. I think Mr. President deserves kudos in taking those actions. All right,
interesting perspective there. But when Mr. President talks about bankruptcy, I'm very much interested in that. This is the same APC government that came into power since 2015. And people say he was just trying to push the rhetoric. I mean, there's no how Nigeria could have got to the point of bankruptcy when he himself was providing advice even to the past government through the back door. I mean, was it just a political rhetoric? I mean, just to try to...
No, it wasn't a political rhetoric. But what we have to understand is that the journey towards financial bankruptcy, the fiscal cliff that Nigeria was going into, it wasn't the making of just President Buhari's government. Okay? It's something in fact, the truth is, we look at, for example, he was talking about the first subsidy issue then. The first subsidy actually started in 1974 when, under General Gowon then, we felt we had arrived. I don't blame General Gowon. He gave it a good shot. He was 32 years old, running the whole economy. Remember that statement about we had so much money. The question was what to spend it on. Yeah. Even though he didn't make it, it was Clement Isong, the central bank governor, that made it. But it was also a valid statement to say, okay, now we have this so much money. Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? So I thought it may have been a call to have a strategic sit down and say, okay, you know what? How do we plan this money? Do we save it? Do we spend it? They decided to spend it. A lot of the infrastructure we have today were built in that era. A lot of the bridges, Eko Bridge, Qatar Bridge, all of those bridges and so on.